Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. In last video, we have seen the concept of higher order component in React. We also learned that by using a higher order component, we can reuse the code. Also, we learned that we can enhance the functionality of existing component. For example, we have this change color on hover and change color on click. In both the component, the coding is same. Both want to display some text and the text should have a random color. But in hover, we have on mouse over event or on click we have a button and we click and color change. So earlier we having a code in both the component, but by using higher order component like change color, we optimize the code and we centralize the code here in this component, and from this component we having a existing component here and we are passing color and event to this component and we are creating new one with enhanced functionality by using change color higher order component. So here you see we are using higher order component, and one more thing about higher order component, that higher order components are the component that have a normal component as a parameter and they enhance the feature of this parameter because these two enhance the features of parameter component. So you see that this change hover component have color and event from this change color higher order component. Here same click also have, and if you see the calling here, we are calling these two components and one by one you see if I hover a mouse the color is change and if I click then color is change. So both the functionality are same and both the components are different, but both need random color and the event. So by the help of higher order component we have achieved this functionality. But in React, higher order component is not only a solution for this. We may have one more solution that is called render props. What is render props? Actually, render props is a technique, or you can say the mechanism or the way of coding in which we pass a function as a value to the properties, to the props in React. So we have a props, in place of passing a value we pass a function, or with the help of that function we provide the functionality to the component that is required. As here we are doing, we have a higher order component and we are creating a new component that we are returning here. This new component have the older component and they are increasing the functionality of the older component, and with the help of this we can enhance the functionality of any particular component and centralize coding. We are just reusing the code by this higher order component, means the same code which is required here we are passing to the two components, and we can pass in more component also. On the basis of same technique, in place of this change color higher order component we will use render props mechanism to achieve the same functionality. Remember that the same functionality we are going to achieve, this same functionality we are going to achieve by using a render props technique, in which we pass function as a value to the property and that function provide the required necessary properties or information to the existing component, by which we can enhance the functionality of existing component. So let us start. For that I have this component change color props. So this I will use as a render props component. So I am starting to create this, and we say cc, and here we give the name change color props, means it is render props. and I just copy the code from this, because the same code, same functionality we want to provide to this. So just I paste here. So this code and property I have, random color I have. So now we have this, and here in return, what we return? We return here that this dot props dot, this dot props dot, we are giving the name to render. We can give any name, but the property name here is render. That is a function, and we are passing here color and change color function as a event handler. So we are passing this, and here I need to add the div tag also. So I say div save it. So you see, we are just created this render props functionality to this component, that we have the color, we have the function that we had in higher order component, and now we having a property called render in this component, and from this render property is a function. Remember that it's a function. So we are passing color and event, so random color and the event which will change the color. Now while we are calling, so in place of calling this, I remove it. I need to call the change color props component. So I call this component like this and like this. Now in this component I pass render property. Remember that here I have render, so I am passing a render property here, and in this render property what I say, what I pass a function like this, and in this function we are going to create or call all the event, all the other components. We are going to call other components like change color on click, and here I need to pass, and here in this function I need to pass color and color change as a event. So these two parameter is available here. If you see, color and change color parameter is coming from here, and that I am passing to this, and this properties I am passing to the color. Here I say color, and I am passing change color. We have a property here change color, so I need to change it to change color. Here I say change color. You can give any name, but here is a change color, and then we have a property change color, and here I pass this event change color. You see, I'm passing this, and I just close this, and remember to use return here, because we have to return this component like this, and we need to import this. So here we have these two, and I import this one also. Import change color props like this. Save this. So we have color here, and we have change color also. Now what I have to do, I need to call once again for second component, that is on hover, and here I change it to on hover, and here I have on hover also. Save this. Now we have a problem here. So I say here color and change color as a property. So what I do here I need to call this and I need to remove this also from here, because now I am not using this higher order function. So remove this, save this one also, save this one also, and we have here, save this one also, and we need to pass these property. So what I do here, I say this dot state dot color and this dot change color. So this function I have to pass and this property I need to pass here. So just save this. Remember that now we have the warning, we are not using change color. So from here I can remove this change color because it not required. Similarly, we do not require this also. Save this. We save this also. Done. Now you see that by using this change color props component, we use render property as a function we are passing. In this function we are passing color and change color, and these color and change color we are passing to this change color on click and change color on hover, and in this we have these property and function that we are passing in this render function as a 2 parameter. If we try to see this example, so you see that I am refreshing it, automatically the same component is coming, and you see whenever I just mouse over, then hovering effect is coming to change the color. If I click on a button, then again I have a change of color. You see change of color is coming dynamically, randomly I am getting a color. You see I am getting a color here. So same which we achieved by using higher order component, we achieve here by using render props. Remember that render props is a technique in which we pass function as a parameter. You see this is a property and here I am passing a function. So function as a parameter we are passing, and in this function we are passing a logic that is required by these two components. So these two components require this logic to change, to pass a color and event. So we are passing a color and event from this component with the help of render props. So that's all in this video. If you learn anything, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.